A few years after we started our family, we were seeing a myriad of diagnoses for our children: ADHD, anxiety, autism, muscular dystrophy. We tried many of the traditional Western medications, including Ritalin and steroids, but we began seeing a myriad of side effects, which were also requiring additional medications. When a doctor said that he needed to prescribe anti-anxiety and antipsychotic medication in order to manage the side effects that our 10-year-old was having from the ADHD medication, and we were also told that our third son, the only option for him was a lifelong course of steroids, and that he likely wouldn't walk past the age of 8, we were pretty devastated, understandably, and began to really question what was going on with our family, with our children, and why would children who were well cared for, well fed, why were they having these huge problems? There had to be underlying issues. There had to be more. We live in an amazing day and age, and we should have more answers. And so we began my search. I began to read the best books on health I could find, on nutrition, on food, on healing. And one book led to another, and pretty soon my thinking really had to be challenged and really began to change. I began to change the way that I shopped for my family. I began to change the way that I cooked for my family. And we started to see real changes. With the help of another doctor, we were able to get our son off of the medication. And by the end of his 4th grade year, his teacher approached me and asked me what it was we were doing, what medication he was on, because he had made such a remarkable improvement over the course of the year that she wanted to be able to make that recommendation to other parents as well. And when I told her that he hadn't been on any medication for months, and that the changes that she had seen were the direct result of diet and nutrition, supplementation, natural supplementation, and lifestyle changes, she was floored. The truth is, he had become a different kid, and our other children were making huge strides developmentally that we were so thrilled with. We began to see a light in a very dark tunnel, and I felt like I had found my calling. I started to look for ways to become officially trained. I wanted to know everything I could, and so I enrolled at the East-West School of Planetary Herbology and completed their 3-year clinical herbology program. I've trained in Shanghai, China, at the Traditional Chinese Medicine Hospital. I've had the privilege of working with a number of herb schools around the country, training in women's health, in the essentials of pediatrics, in pregnancy, and even first aid from an herbal perspective. And it has been such an amazing journey. I've even had some training in methylation and MTHFR and biochemistry. I continue to research and take classes from many of the great herbalists, researchers, and nutritionists in the country, and I stay up to date on everything that I can that's coming out of the best research facilities all around the world. Back to our personal experience, while our journey has definitely had some ups and downs, as everyone's does, I am happy to report that our oldest son is attending college, something that we never thought we would see. And our other son that I mentioned earlier in the video is nearly 15 years old, and he is still walking. Now, have we found cures? No. No, I'm not claiming any cures. What I am telling you is that we have found a better way to manage the challenges that we face in our family. And we continue to utilize these same techniques and these same principles in our life. And I have been able to apply many of those principles to my clients' lives, and they are seeing dramatic improvements as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen, and I would love to invite you to sit down if you have some additional questions about your particular situation and whether or not what I do can really help you. You can get onto my website, my Facebook page, Instagram. You can give me send me an email, and we'll reach out and set up a free 15-minute consultation, or you can just click right through on my website and set it up for yourself. Schedule a 15-minute consultation if you have some additional questions. If you're ready to jump in, You can also schedule a full consultation on my website, or you can drop me an email and I will have someone reach out to you and set up a time that we can meet. So it's no secret that literally everything that we do is tied to our health. And it's impossible to do the things that we love when we don't feel well. So I hope that you will take the opportunity to do something that will bless your life tremendously and will help you to find a better way to be healthy. I'm looking forward to getting to know you. Until we speak, be well.